Thank you for viewing our presentation on our paper entitled Supporting Serendipity, Opportunities and Challenges for Human-AI Collaboration in Qualitative Analysis, here at CSCW 2021. The authors on this paper include Dr. Jiang, myself, Kandrea Wade, PhD student in Information Science at CU Boulder, Dr. Casey Fiesler at CU Boulder, and Dr. Jed R. Brubaker at CU Boulder. Our paper is centered around two questions. How do qualitative researchers solve big data problems? And is qualitative research an appropriate domain for human-AI collaboration? Our findings characterize participants' diverse methodological practices and nuanced collaboration dynamics, and identify areas where they might benefit from AI-based tools. While participants highlight the messiness and uncertainty of qualitative inductive analysis, they still want full agency over the process and believe that AI should not interfere. Our study provides a deep investigation of task delegability and human-AI collaboration in the context of qualitative analysis, and offers directions for the design of AI assistants that honor serendipity, human agency, and ambiguity. Qualitative research is, by its nature, manual and laborious. Qualitative researchers use methods such as subsampling to reduce the sample size to something humans are capable of handling, foregoing the opportunity to take advantage of the richness offered by the full dataset. The challenge of qualitatively analyzing big data has led some to consider the potential for artificial intelligence, or AI, to assist qualitative researchers. These challenges lead us to questions like if it is possible that AI can also support the inductive step of qualitative research that finds meaning in unstructured data instead of applying already found meaning on a larger set of data. While human-AI collaboration seems promising for qualitative research, is it something that qualitative researchers themselves desire? And what abilities and qualities do people seek or not in AI that would make it a good collaborator? Answers to these questions will not only shed light on how we can better design AI assistants for qualitative research, but also provide deeper insights into human-AI collaboration in fields typically seen as human-only in this paper. We argue that honoring uncertainty and serendipity should be a central quality of AI that assists with qualitative research. Machine learning techniques are known for their ability to extract patterns from small samples and generalize them to larger data sets, showing promising opportunities to apply traditionally small data-focused qualitative methods to big data. Another thread of research has explored the efficacy of using machine learning as a tool to support qualitative research, with an intention to automate parts of the research process. Our exploration extends this prior research by providing insights into the inductive step of the initial discovery of patterns and themes. The research we have surveyed thus far points towards ways that AI could be a collaborator that works alongside humans rather than a delegate that performs specific tasks. For human-AI collaborations to be successful, the issue of the work that AI should or should not perform needs to be addressed. Lubars and Tan proposed a framework for task delegability to AI that we use in this study to look at the case of qualitative analysis and show how qualitative analysis is a uniquely challenging case for human-AI collaboration. Our methods included conducting 17 semi-structured interviews with qualitative researchers across various fields, with specific focus given to the coding process and tools that assist in data analysis. Our interview protocol focused on how qualitative researchers collect and analyze their data, taking a broad exploratory approach. We then performed a thematic analysis of the interview transcripts. Findings. Qualitative research practices are inconsistent. Surveying the practices of qualitative researchers runs into some challenges due to terminology. These differences not only exist across disciplines, but within disciplines as well. The existential crisis of qualitative researchers is prevalent. Many participants described how qualitative analysis could be frustrating, and this frustration often comes from researchers' self-doubt, in addition to imperfect research execution being a common source of guilt. Others felt apologetic for not following an ideal research methodological paradigm. Overall, self-doubt with all parts of the research process was pervasive among participants. Assistance from computational tools is desired but resisted. The feelings of inadequacy of existing tools were coupled with the desire for assistance on specific tasks and points in the process. Overall, participants wanted various types of help from computational tools, but often refrained from using sophisticated tools due to their steep learning curve. Don't do it for me, serendipity is key. Even though participants consistently told us how qualitative research can be full of doubt and vagueness, they did not want AI assistance to eliminate that vagueness if it meant eliminating the work to make sense of their messy data. Their sense of serendipity, responsibility, and intimacy and ownership toward their research explicitly expressed that they needed agency over the analysis of their data, and AI should not do it for them. Human-AI collaboration in qualitative research. This tension between the desire of AI assistance and the need for human agency suggests opportunities for human-AI collaboration in qualitative research, but also draws a line that AI assistance should not cross. One way for AI to build trust is to provide humans with the ability to make choices and corrections. The design of AI assistance for qualitative research may need to forego the traditional answer provider paradigm and leave the deliberation to humans. How then can we preserve human researchers' agency in ambiguous situations in AI? A good starting point is to consider how it can play out in machine learning algorithms, a core component in many AI systems. Second, given that collaboration was common for many of our participants, the system could have features that further promote ambiguity and serendipity through collaboration. Our vision is only an example of what an assistive AI might look like, and the concrete specifications will depend on a number of factors such as the audience for whom it was designed and the underlying infrastructure that it needs. Future opportunities. Our work is a first step towards successful human-AI collaboration in qualitative research by envisioning a world where AI assistance of qualitative research is possible and laying out the promises and perils of that world. We hope that our findings will inform future in-depth studies of how specific AI systems can be adopted in qualitative research. Conclusion. Qualitative inductive methods are widely used in CSCW and HCI research, but these inherently manual and laborious processes are infeasible for analyzing large corpora, sacrificing the richness provided by these data. While participants struggle with the messiness and uncertainty of qualitative analysis, they also want full agency of the process and insist that AI should not take it away from them. We argue that qualitative analysis is a unique case for human-AI collaboration because uncertainty is essential to qualitative analysis itself. The design of AI assistance should embrace this uncertainty and support serendipity by promoting human agency, instead of being the arbiter that aims to reduce uncertainty as AI has been traditionally conceptualized. We would like to thank the reviewers for CSCW 2021 for their significant time and care in improving this paper. We also thank our participants, many of whom sacrificed their conference time to participate in our study. Finally, we would like to thank our colleagues in the Identity Lab, Internet Rules Lab, and Media Studies at CU Boulder. Thank you to Brianna Dim, Stephen Frost, Katie Gatch, Shamika Goddard, Jacob Paul, Anthony Pinter, and Morgan Klaus Scheuerman for their help and feedback on the early drafts of this work. This work was supported in part by the National Science Foundation. Thank you for attending our presentation. Please feel free to contact me at kandrea.wade@colorado.edu for any further questions or interest in this study.